Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our creative crochet community. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all the love and support. Let's talk about something that holds a really special place in my crocheting heart. That's a granny square. So if you're into crochet, you have probably heard about them, seen them around, or even made some yourself. But if you're new and you're just getting started, don't worry, I've got you guys covered. Today I'm going to talk about granny squares, and also I'm going to show you how you can make your own granny square in step-by-step process. So what's a granny square? So granny square is what you crochet in rounds. So it's a square that you start crocheting in rounds, and you can go as many rounds you want, and it's basically cluster of stitches. So if I don't know if I'll zoom, but it's basically cluster of stitches. So you start in the middle and you work your way outward, and you work in squares. So this is how you get this perfect little square. And granny squares are very versatile and they have been around forever. Like, they are the basic building blocks of crochet. And what the best part is, you can make it as simple as possible or as complex as you want. So granny squares are really great for beginners because it has a repetitive pattern. So once you get the hang of it, it's like a muscle memory and you keep on crocheting. And it's also good for experienced crocheters because you can try out different yarns, different colors, and also experiment new stitches. And let's be honest guys, there is something so satisfying completing the square and seeing the perfect little shape in your hands. Now let me tell you why granny squares are one of my favorite things to crochet. First of all, it's the best stash buster. If you have yarn lying around and you don't know what to do, you can make granny squares out of it. You can also use your scrap yarn, like you don't have the heart to throw, but you want to use it somewhere. And secondly, they are portable. You can take your project anywhere, you guys, and they are the ultimate grab and go projects. So if you are at the doctor's office or have some time after lunch, you can just take out your hook and start crocheting, and you will have your cute little granny square in no time. So it's a quick project, so you can do that. Third, they are like blank canvases. You can use up different yarns, different color combinations, anything, like whatever comes to your mind, because two granny squares doesn't have to look alike. And lastly, they are timeless. Granny squares has a vintage charm to them, and yet they are so trendy. You can make bags, blankets, cardigans, funky accessories, anything using granny square. Now let's talk about what you can actually do using a granny square. So there are many possibilities that you can make using a granny square, but just to get you guys inspired, blankets, the most popular thing that people make using a granny square is a blanket. There are so many patterns. You can, if you have granny squares lying around in your house, you can stitch them together, or you can even crochet them together, and you'll have yourself a cute little blanket. Clothes, so think about cardigans, skirts, crop tops, and even handbags. So there are many possibilities for your accessories also. Third would be, you can make home decor. Yeah, you can stitch this together and make pillow covers. You can make wall hangings, bookmarks. You can also make coasters out of it. So see, right there. And fourth would be stuffies. Yes, plushies out of a granny square. I came across a pattern on YouTube where you can make plushies out of granny squares. So I might try one and share with you guys. So stay tuned for that. So see, there are so many possibilities using a granny square that you can make. Honestly, once you start making granny squares, you'll see them everywhere in your house. And coming back to the blankets, it's not just that you can make a blanket by just sewing the granny squares together, but one single granny square can also turn into a whole blanket. Alright, now let's get to the fun part and let's crochet a granny square. Hey guys, so to make a granny square you would need some yarn. So I'm using Soft Classic from loops and threads. So this is in the color Ivy. Along with this, you'll need, of course, a hook. So I'm using 4.5 hook for this project, and a pair of scissors and a stitch marker. So this is all that you need to make your granny square. So the first step to start a granny square is making a slip knot. So once you make a slip knot, you insert your hook, right? And then you make chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So basically we want to make a circle where you can insert your hook. So what we are trying to do now is join the like this end to this end so that you get a circle like this, right? So you'll do a slip stitch in the first chain, but keep your finger here so that it helps you to recognize that space later. So this is the space here. Right here you have to keep that space where you'll put your stitches. So you go in and you do a slip stitch in the first chain. This is a little difficult. Here you go. Yes, so I have my slip stitch. Now see, you have a circle, right? You will put all your stitches in this space right here. So first you make again 3 chains, right? And then you make 2 double crochets. Now to make a double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook in that hole, you pull through the yarn, right? Then you pull through 2 and then again pull through. This gave you your first double crochet. Now you will do another double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull the thread, right? And then you yarn over, pull through, pull through. So now you have 2 double crochets and a chain of 3. Now we are going to count this chain as a double crochet itself. So basically this is like 3 double crochets, right? So now you will do chain 2, right? And then go back in the same hole and make 3 double crochets. So again, so this is chain 2, right? Now you make 3. So yarn over, insert, pull through and pull through. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then you have your third one. 6, right? So you have your 2 sides. Now again you will do 2 chain, right? And then again 3 double crochets inside the same hole. So 1, keeps moving, 1, 2, right? And then 3. Need some more yarn there. Pull, pull, pull. Okay. So now you have your 3 sides. See? So this is where we started, right? So 3, we have a space, 3, then chain 2, and then you have 3 again. So now you again do chain 2. Sorry, it didn't grab the whole thing. So chain 2, 1 and 2, and then you make again 3 double crochets. So 1, right, 2, and your third one. Right, now you have come to an end. So we started with chain 3, right? So just make space like this. See, so this was my chain 3, 2 double crochets. So I am going to go in my third chain. So you count your V's from here. So 1, 2 and 3. So this is my third chain here. Am I right? So just make them behave nicely. Yeah. So this is my chain 3, right? So 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to insert my hook in the first chain, right? So what you do is you chain 1 and then you go in both the loops of your, sorry, not helping. So you go in the third chain and then you make a single crochet, right? So you have this 3. So you have your square now. So basically you will go in the third chain and make a single crochet there. So this is how you get your first square. Now you chain 3 once, 1, 2 and 3, and then you turn your work like this. So you are working like this, now you just turn it. Now you are again here. So you have this 4 spaces. So we are basically going to put all our stitches in the spaces, whatever the spaces that we created. So none of my stitches are going on the double crochets, but instead on the stitches, like an on the space, right? So this is it's like this 3 chains work as the first double crochet, right? So this is like my first double crochet. Now I'll make 2 more in the first space here. So yarn over, pull through, and again. So this is 1 and 2, right? So I have my 3. So now what I'm going to do is put a stitch marker here so that I remember, like this was where I started, right? So now you made your 3 double crochets in this space. Now we jump to the next space here on the left. So I'm going to put 3 double crochets in this space first, okay? So yarn over, pull through, and again. So this is my 1, yarn over, pull through, 2 and 3. So this is my 3 double crochets in that space. Now as this is a corner, we want to make 3 more in the corner. So for that I'm going to do chain 2 and then put again 3 stitches, 3 double crochets in the same space. So 1, 2 and 3. So the idea is that all the corners always get 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. So all the corners will get that. Okay, so now again we are approaching another corner, right? So I'm going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, right? 3, and then you can move your stitches so you have space, and you do your chain 2 and again 3 double crochets in the same space. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so pull some more yarn. Sorry. Yep. So now we are going towards our third corner. So remember we started here. So this is the chain 3 that I did, 2 double crochets, and then we moved to a corner where we did 6 double crochets, again 6 double crochets, and on this corner again 6 double crochets. So it's going to be 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2 and 3. So once you get the hang of it, it's going to be simple. So the initial 2 rounds are going to be, you're going to figure out how it's done, and then it's going to be easier, I swear. So 3, right? And then you do your chain 2, and then you again go inside the same space, make 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. Yay, so we are almost approaching our start. So remember, as we had done already 3 double crochets, so here we just need to make a set of 3, that's it, and then this other set is going to be a part of that, right? So I'm going to go in that space and make 3 double crochets. So I yarn over, pull through my first double crochet, make some space here, so I'll just pull this here, then again second, right, and then a third. So once you finish, see, now as we are going to continue with the same color, we are going to join this yarn. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker. So remember, as I said, like this were the 3 chains that we initially did. So we have to go to the third chain. First you chain 1 here and insert your hook in the third chain, and you have to make sure like you have 2 loops on your hook, not just 1. So okay, so come on, so this is 1 and 2. See, I have 2 loops on my hook, and I do a slip, I do 1 single crochet, and this is how we have a square so far. So basically the funda is that all the corners will get 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, right? And you go around like that, and when you end the round, you will do chain 1 and slip stitch in the third chain, right, of your starting stitch, and make a single crochet. So now you have 3, your 3, 3, 3, so the cluster of stitches, right? So now you're going to do the next round. For that you chain 3 and you turn your work. Simple. Now again, so now you can really see the stitches. So 3 stitches make 1 cluster. Okay, so now you have 1, 2, 3 spaces, right? So we make double crochets here. So this is counts as a double crochet. Now I just make 2 more. So 1 and 2, right? Now I put my stitch marker in this space here so that I know that I have to make more stitches here when I come around, right? You don't do any chains, you jump to the next space here. So 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Pull some more yarn, 3, and now you are reaching a corner. So corner is always 3, 2 chains, 3 double crochets. So it's like 3, 2, 3. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and then work. Yarn over, pull through. So first, second, third, right? Then you do chain 2, and again 3 stitches here, so 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, right? So you have your corner. So now you have, this is a middle stitch, so just 3 double crochets, so 1, 2, 3, and again a corner. So you make 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, so 1, 2, 3, chain 2, you can push your stitches, and then again 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. You know why we are doing back and forth? So that your square keeps its shape and it doesn't waddle here and there, right? See, it has a nice square shape like this. So once you are done with this, you are again in the middle, so just 3 double crochets, so 1, 2 and 3. Then you reach your corner, so it's 3, 2, 3, so 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and again 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Now again you reached your middle space, so only 3 double crochets, so 1, 2, 3, and now you have reached your start. So remember, we put this, so we have to put 3 more stitches here, so that this corner has itself 3, 2 and 3. So 1, remove the stitch marker, 1, 2 and 3, right? Then you are going to find the third chain and put your stitch there, right? So chain 1, put your hook in the third chain. You can also simplify this. I'll show you. Maybe if you find it difficult to find that third stitch, what you can do is put a stitch marker there. See, and then you single crochet. So this is your square. So now you can keep on going. So once you figure out the initial part, then it's easier. You can keep on going round and round as much bigger you want, right? So as I was telling you that you can also make, like a single granny square can also be a blanket. So my point was that you keep going until you get a big size, right? You can make a lap blanket out of it, right? So this is how you make your granny square, and we'll go one more round and we'll see how we like it. So pull through some more yarn here. Okay, so now you chain 1, 2, 3, you turn over your work, right? Now I was telling you that if you were finding it difficult to find the third chain, we can always put a stitch marker there, right? So once you have your chain 3, you put your stitch marker in both the loops so it's easier. Let's see how this works, okay? So I put my stitch marker, and also once the stitch marker is here, I know that this is my start as well, right? So I have my space here, the first one, so I make 2 double crochets in this. So 1, 2, right? So 2. So now I have 2 middle spaces and then I have a corner. So similarly, just 3 double crochets in those spaces. So 1, 2, and 3. Again, 1, 2, and 3. Now we reach the corner, so you make 3, 2, 3. So 3 double crochets, 2 chain, 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Make chain 2. Then you make again 1, 2, 3. You have your corner. Now you have 1, 2 spaces. So 3 double crochets there. Simple, right? So make 3 double crochets. And then next again 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Now you are at the corner, so our formula 3, 2, 3. So 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 2. Again 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. We have our corner done, right? And go to the next. So again we have 2 spaces, so 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And then you are again at a corner. So 1, 2, 3. Then you do chain 2. Again in the same. 1, 2, and 3. Now you have your 2 spaces and the one that you started here, right? So 1, 2, 3, then again 1, 2, 3. And now we are at that start, remember? So you put your 3 stitches here. So 1, 2, and 3. Right? Now you have to join. So you chain 1. And see, now this is much easier because you don't have to go and fiddle and find, right? So you pull this and instead you put your hook through here. So you have your both stitches. This is the chain third chain from this dot, and you make a single crochet like this. See, this was much easier. So stitch marker works. So now you have your square. You can go as big as you want, right? You can pull through, make the stitches nice, right? So let's do one more round and then we'll finish this off, okay? So here, right? So again, so this is our space corner, right? So you make 1, 2, 3, and you put your stitch marker in the third chain. Both, you have to have both the loops on your stitch marker, okay? So this counts as 1. You turn over, okay? And then you put your first cluster in the corner. So you have 1, you just make 2 more. So double crochet, 1 and 2. Then now you have 3, 1, 2 and 3 spaces. So 3, 3. They each get 3 double crochet. Only the corner gets 6. So 2, 3. Then you go here. 1, 2, and 3. You go 1, 2, and 3. Corner, so 3, 2, 3. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 2 and again 3. 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2 and 3 again. So you have 3 spaces. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3. Then where did I lose it? 1, 2, 3. Come on. Now this one. 1, 2, 3. And we are reaching our corner. So 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you chain 2. 1, 2, 3. Right? Now you have 1, 2, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then again 1, 2, 3. corner. So our formula says 3 2 3. So 3 double crochets, 2 chain and 3 double crochets. Simple, right? So it's just muscle memory. So now we have 1 2 3, right? 3 to fill. So 1 2 3, 1 2 and 3. Last one. 1 2 and 3. Yay! It's almost done. So this is the start and this is our first roll. So you make your last 3 single crochets here, right? So 1 2 and 3. So at this round we are going to finish it. So what you do is chain 1, same, but now you're going to do a slip stitch in this, right? Instead of single crochet, you go in the both loops of your chain 3 and you make a slip stitch. So you pull through and then you pull through again, right? And then you make a chain to secure your thread and it's done. You cut it, then you just pull your thread and it's done. See, your perfect square. Just adjust your stitches and see, isn't it beautiful? So you have yourself a granny square. Now we just sew in the ends. Okay, you need your darning needle and then you can finish off this threads. Now you can just go in the corners. So I'm going to go here and then just secure your ends, right? Something like this, right? And just pull, don't be too tight. And then you have this end also, right, in the middle. So you see this circle, so I'm just going to go around. So just through all my stitches, just go around to secure it. See, right? And then you can just, once it's secured, you can just cut this off. Yay, and it's done. See, isn't it gorgeous? So simple. So for this granny square, you just need to know how to make double crochets and single crochets and chain. That's it, right? So here you have your very own granny square. So you can make a solid color, like this is just like with one color, and or else you can make one where you change colors in between rounds. So this is your beginner's one. So once you are confident in this, you can go and test out new patterns, right? So here you have it, guys, your very own granny square. Now that you know how to create your very own granny square, stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to show you how you can turn this cute little granny square into a wall hanging, or we can also make a bookmark together. So stay tuned, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share my video, and also comment down below, and I would love to see your granny square. So please don't forget to tag me on @naughtycollection on Instagram. And until next time, happy crocheting and see you guys in my next video. Bye.